Quickly get this undone. Looks like a very, very, very low surf day, which is nice. So this should be a relatively easy launch right now. Well, super easy in fact. It doesn't get any easier. But will the fish be there? That's the big question. Only one way to find out. We'll get out there, we'll smash it out quick, and we'll have a chat while we catch a few baits. Hopefully. How hard could it be? So, oh. Here's the up the shorts wave. Get that out of the way. Okay. It's tiny surf. I just don't even want the splashdown, so let's see if we can get out without the splashdown. Feels like ages since I've picked up the paddle. Hasn't been that long really. Then again, probably a month or something. That is a long time for me. Oh, there's the splash. I think things have shifted around here a little bit. Getting a bit jammed up. If we can get one or two out, we'll be looking good. And you'll notice we've got the old trawl cam out of retirement, so this should be good. We haven't had it since last mackerel season, and even then last year it didn't get much of a run. I think I had a couple of trawl cam issues, if I remember correctly. I think we lost it for a bit. A couple of other things, but that's alright because we're back in the game now. A little bit tangled, I think. So we've got our rigged up for soft plastic still if we get that far out. I don't know if we'll bother going that far out today, because the real goal here today is the first mackerel of the season. But it's a very, very iffy proposition today because there has been one spotted mackerel caught, and it was about a week ago, or maybe 5 days ago. And the water temp had this like nice little spike up to about 23, which is usually about the time where everyone goes, all right, now it's time to go. Let's put in some effort and try and get those first mackerel. It should be around, but then straight away after it, there was a northerly blow, blew it all the way back down to, for what is it now? It's down at about 22 because it came back up last night. Man, I am in some tangles. Oh, okay. But it came back up to 22 after the northerly blow, which knocked it all the way back down at almost less than 20. So it was a bit disappointing because I thought, oh, here we go, that warm water is in. But it's only just outside the Bay Area. All the water out there is sitting at around 24, 25 already, which is mackerel water. It's just about getting them in. We just need the right wind just to blow that warm water in. But in any case, I wanted to just go fishing because I don't know, obviously I've been working on the boat. A couple of people, you always get that transition when you go some, say, like when I was always doing kayak and then I bought the boat or the skiff, I had a lot of people saying, oh well, RIP kayak. And now that I'm doing the sailboat, everyone's saying, oh, RIP fishing. But to be honest, I love fishing. I love fishing. It's the reason I started uploading videos in the first place, is because I just like showing off fish and the meals I was making to my mates. And it progressed from there to a point where all of a sudden I could make some money off it, which is bizarre, but a good thing. Did that? There we go. So, Oh no, it's on. But yeah, so here we are. But the kayak fishing and the fishing in general never stop. I look at the sailboat as another way for me to get fishing and leave it sort of in spots where I can just sort of, it's basically like having a caravan on the water, some way to get to the spots even further out and even better spots. So hopefully that's the way it all pans out. So yeah, stick with me if you're tuning out because you think there's going to be no fishing, because I love fishing and I love being able to take something home for the family, so we're never going to stop that. But I also like trying new things and doing new things as well, and following things that I've never, not now please, really wish I didn't have to do that. Yeah, I like doing new things and I want to go on new adventures and get to further spots, and I've always dreamt of owning a sailboat but never thought it was possible, so yeah, I'm going to give it a crack as well, so hopefully everyone can enjoy that part of the journey as well. But anyway, let's go catch some fish, or let's try and catch some fish, because obviously we're in a transitional period in the season. Come on, show us the yakkers. Oh, he's moving me. Let's get him in. Okay, if we've got one, we're at least in the running. Okay, well, we need a few more than you. I'd like to have a bit of the piggy bank. So get this back down, hopefully. Oh, my drink bottle's in there, so I'll get that out. Well, it would appear it's Pike Central down there. Oh, you fell off, that's good. We might have to try and find another spot, because looks like it's a lot of pike and not a whole lot more. Let's move. I don't want to keep catching them. I'll tell you what, that current is ripping up north and around here. I got pushed pretty quick just to here, but I've come up to the yellow markers just to see if I can find a better patch of bait that isn't all pike, not just pike, mini pike, so just a bit too small to use. Hopefully we can find a bit of a bait ball hanging around here. Okay, sort of just like that one. Some of these guys are actually big enough to eat, like I was talking about that day. Maybe we could actually keep a few if we don't get anything else. This could be the ultimate poor man's catching cook. We're definitely catching them though, so that's good. Oh, this one's got a bit more. Either it's more than one, or we've got something a bit bigger. We do actually. What is that? It's like a little trevally of some sort. And we do also have a yakker. Oh no. We might actually have to keep you. Because it's made a mess of the bait jig. Okay. Uh-oh. We've got a problem. Looks like it's going to unravel for me, which is a big win. Okay, we're good. We'll upgrade that. Well, let's get this pike out. There's only small dip. Oh God! Not happening for me, is it? Here we go. What is happening for me? It's just a couple of minor setbacks. All right, see you later. They're good-looking little fish, actually. Oh, a little mini barracuda. Oh, there's something hitting the surface just here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a what's the name out. Oh, look at that. There's something just swirling right in front of me. I'm going to go put a slug on as well so I can cast some metal around fast. What have we got? We will put on car keys. Alright, here's the choices. We go this or this. I reckon we'll go twisty actually. Look, geez, something's hitting. Look at that, something's hitting right there. I would almost say the smaller the better. Okay. We'll start whipping this around fast and hopefully that will be at least something. Okay. Oh, there we go. There, oh, he got up. Woo! Oh, they're after it. Oh, there we go. But we did get one of them. These are one of the little guys that have been thrashing around. You know what? Bonito are actually pretty delicious. Jeez. It's pepped up. You're not happy about being caught, that's for sure. Oh, come on. Yeah. Well, we pulled the hooks, but just a little bonnie. I was going to keep him, but that's not really the goal. So we'll keep moving with our liveys. You know what? They're still jumping over there. I'm going to have one more cast. Catch one for a bit of fun. Oop, here we go. All over the shop there. Jeez, he's darting around like crazy. Oh, just a second. That's what's that? The third one I've lost. Right at the boat. All right, maybe we'll stop mucking around with these guys and we'll cover some ground. Ah dear, tricky little fellas. Oh, look at that. It's obviously flicked out of the Bonnie's mouth. It's like a tiny little white bait. So that's what they're feeding on. So sometimes it's very hard to compete with something like that. These tiny little white bait. Anyway, see you, buddy. Not that you're alive. Okay, we were just mucking around here, but I've got a feeling this is a bit of a bummer because I got a feeling this will almost guaranteed be a shark because I was just stopped dead. But you never know. You never know. No big run. I was just drifting this out. You never know that. So we've got to put the effort in to get it up. Well, whatever it is, it's definitely putting a bit of a show on. So, Well, shark or no shark, let's find out. We'll get a look at him. I'd put money on being a shark because I was dead stopped. I was just mucking around with the other line. I will at least get a look. Get that line right up. You never know. Could be one of those crazy like mackerel that are just hanging out waiting for that. He's gone right up the top, which is, reef sharks do that a lot. And there's short sort of powerful runs and then just staying down now. Now he's going down. This is very sharky. Please surprise me. Nah, it's a shark. He's not a bad size one either for a reefy. Oh no, he little. Right. But looking at that hook set, it's right in the edge of his mouth, but it's right in there. I don't think I'll be able to get that out with the pliers, unfortunately. So what we might have to do is cut it off right at his head. Ah. No, come on. Okay, we got it pretty good there. See ya, buddy. So we'll have to let that one rust out. But we cut at the wire, but still, it's not ideal. But when you can see it's down in that sort of edge there, it's very little chance of me getting it out without causing a big fuss. So yeah, well, we'll carry on. Hopefully we get something a bit more desirable. We just won't stop and just hang out like that. But it seems like it's very sharky today, unfortunately. A couple have been caught. Ooh, that's a pretty serious bait ball, actually. We might even mark that, just so we know where it is. And we'll pull our baits through that a little bit. Okay, 0 fights so far, so we're going to assume this is going to be a shark again, which would be a bummer. Kind of just let it all happen, but I guess you just got to at least try. Yep. Yeah. That's the problem with these guys. They're hard to deal with, and then they're hard to get off. They never give up. So I guess we better get some pliers or something out and see if we can wrangle it off. Come on. What a pain. Yeah, we'll ride these mini waves in. It's a pity we couldn't get a nice mackerel or a good decent fish. Even one of those bonito would have been alright in the end. But whatever. We'll go in. I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch fish. But we didn't quite pull it off this time. But we will get fish soon. Mini waves. Yay! Okay, let's pump this baby up. And you know what? Maybe we pump it straight up and we just take it down to the water and give it a run. What do we got? Yep, manuals. We won't need those. I'm pretty familiar with this these days. The wheels would have been cool actually, but I'm trying to keep it as light as possible. Okay, 3 psi, same as the other. Firm to push in the air. In the floor, 10 psi, same as the bigger boat. Perfect. Cool. Puncture kit, we know that comes in handy. Hey, look, it's like my big boat except everything's mini. Pump's the same size though. I should make short work of it. Might do this on the grass. I've got the new pump that comes with the boat, but I might just keep that brand spanking and use my old pump. And here's the really cool thing about it. It's pretty much weighs very little. Where can I grab it from? Seems about in the center. Not sure how this is going to work, but we'll try and make it work. Just like that, I guess. That should be fine. Maybe just an ocky strap around it. That's perfect. It's like a feather. Awesome. Hey, how's it going?
Is that your mat? Is that your friend?
No, I don't know it, but you know, it's nice to say hello to people in the morning. Thank you.
Metal.
All right, it is metal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a lot of the other ones have plastic, but
This one's got metal.
this one has metal. Yeah.
This one's way stronger.
Yeah.
Our boat does definitely.
Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be better in this case, but we'll see. Oh, let's just leave everything in. You guys sit up the front, and we'll see what happens. It's going to be a bit more flighty than we're used to normally. Okay, and we brought this as well.
Under other finger.
Choke out a little bit. Oh, turn everything on. This will be interesting. I'm not sure how this is going to go.
Wow, first Friday.
Well, I now have a rough idea of how it's going to go. Oh, it's very touchy.
That's pretty.
Okay,
Let's go.
it's going to be slow. Lean forward, guys. Let's get this plane happening.
What does it feel like when there's two people?
Yeah, well, that's what we'll do in a sec. Yeah, we'll drop you guys off. I'll just do a burn around just to see something.
Are you just going to do a bend and then come back?
Yeah, I'm not going to be long.
Just like do one donut and see. Just do one. Dad, you see where that tree is over there? Balancing there? Okay.
Yep. You dudes jump off for a sec, and I'm just going to go for a quick burn and just see. I just want to see a few things. But what I might do actually.
Ah, my foot's stuck. Alright.
Yeah, take that with you, Fox. Just don't drop it. Okay, because I want to be able to move the esky around to get the best sort of distance. Thanks.
Can you go to bed?
I'll be 2 seconds. I just want to see if it was like yesterday and what I did, if it fixed it. Starts well. Oh no, reverse. That's right. So to reverse, you've actually got to spin right around, like that. But we don't need it. Yeah. I think I might just go in just this little bit here. All right. Oh, didn't do that up. All right. Good morning. We're going to do just a quick solo burn, but it's become a bit of a family affair. All right, let's see how quick we can get it. You know what I need? I need the chiller extension on. That'll make a big difference. Okay, we got the chiller extension on now, so that way I can move up, get the weight in the right spot to get planing, and then I can move around a bit. Let's do it. Oh no, look, we're flying now. Look how fast we're going. Okay, that even felt a bit faster again. Oh, getting shallow. Okay, we'll go out with the tide now. Oh, there we go. Just me moving back a little bit once it's on the plane makes a big difference. One last little burn. It's pretty quick, hey, for when it's like this motor. Yeah, it just takes a little second to get on the plane, but then it's flying along. Look at that. Just leave the kids on the island. Oh, little
Definitely a bit faster.
How good's that? It's pretty fast when it's when we don't have it loaded up so much. All right, here. Well,
Dash, drop.
do you guys want to, Dash, do you want to carefully take Foxter for a little burn? Keep it in the deep part. Just leave, take the seat off here, pass it here.
No.
What do you mean? Dash will be super careful. He drives the boat all the time. What are you talking about? Come on, jump in. Go for a little burn. Just up and down here.
No, I don't want
Really?
to.
Oh, okay, your loss. You right, Dash?
Okay. Someone push me out.
Yep. This is part of the reason why we want this size motor. Because it's nice and safe for kids to learn boating. It's only got forwards, remember? Look at that, it's hilarious, isn't it? How sick! I think he's got to get it just a little bit on the plane. Yeah, there it goes. Walk a bit into the water, Fox, so they can't bite your legs. I'm not getting bitten at all. That's the secret, huh? Bring you with me. How sick was that? It goes pretty well. Does it go faster than the other one?
Way faster.
Yeah, right. You jump in, Dash. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and do the brake wheel because Fox is getting eaten alive here.
Really?
As usual, midgies.
So many wedges.
I don't know how to get you guys.
Huh?
We won't go out into the way.
No, we'll just go just here, mate. I'm going to pull it up just here.
Let's check out the video.
Just make sure it doesn't float away. Yeah, it became a little bit of a family outing today. It's now the morning. Truth be known, I did take it out briefly yesterday, and what happened is, sorry, I still got bedhead. I got there and I realised I didn't bring a pair of pliers, so I couldn't adjust the trim down or the trim right in. And because it's such a small boat, obviously trim is a big deal. So basically I got in and I was just like, and I've already got to sit right up the front just to get the nose down. Because it's such a small boat and there's just no water line there, it's always going to happen. Came back yesterday a bit bummed that I didn't get the test in, but what's cool is this morning I was taken out and all the kids just said, you know, hey, can we come too, Dad? So I was like, sure, I guess so. I guess there's no better time to test what the tender was sort of half made for. So we've got a motor that I was a bit like, oh, I don't know, but so far it seems to be like a beast. I was looking at basically anywhere from around a 4 horsepower up to a 6 horsepower, because what happens is the 6 and the 4s are all made on the same block pretty much on most outboards. So you're pretty much getting the same weight for a 6 horsepower as you are for a 4. Even in the 4 strokes. And then I thought, oh, 4 stroke would be good because then I don't have to keep swapping petrol over. But then I thought, well, hang on, you're thinking about this all wrong, Rod. It's not about speed in this craft. It's about being light and really easy to use on the boat, on the sailboat. So Misty's going to need a tender, and I want to hang it off the davits at the back. So I figured the lighter the better, for sure. So I thought, forget the 4s and 6s. And funnily enough, I was looking at 4 horsepowers and 5 horsepowers, and to get a 2-stroke, which was probably lighter, like I think it goes to 26 kilos if you're looking at 4 strokes. 2 strokes was down at about the 20 kilo range. Even that, I thought, well, that's an extra 5 kilos more than these little guys. And what I've started to realize is anyone that has, because obviously you can't buy 2 strokes anymore, so they're all secondhand, but anyone selling a secondhand 2-stroke in the 4 to 6 area is asking quite a lot of money. There's plenty of them there, but like I was finding motors for around 1,000, anywhere from, I saw one that like for 750, and I was like, that's the one, but it got snapped up real quick on Facebook Marketplace, and then I was looking on Gumtree as well. So these are not new engines, obviously, all secondhand, because I can't really afford a new one. And they just want such high prices. Like, I get it, you know, $1,000 isn't too much to pay for a decent engine, but some of these engines are going on, like I assume, like around the 2006, 2005 kind of area. Like we're talking like engines that are coming up to 20 years old, and people are still asking 1,000 to 1,400. You know, like, and you could even find the odd new 4-stroke for 1,300. So I was thinking maybe 4-stroke, but then the weight went up, and then I thought, hang on, because I kept seeing all of the little 3 horsepower Mercuries, the 3.3 horsepower Mercuries. And I was like, well, hang on, they're cheap. So they're sort of like, if something really goes wrong, you can actually afford to replace it rather than fix it. I've got every intention of fixing it and trying to keep it going and treating it nicely, but it's not too much of an amount to sort of think, okay, well, you know, it's a sacrificial motor if worse came to worst. Then I started looking more, and even those were pretty old. Some of them were 10 to 15 years old, and people were still asking 500 to 800 for them. I was like, that's a bit rich, really, for like a tiny motor that costs very little. So I started looking at, all of a sudden, this 3.6 Parsons motor kept coming up. And obviously, they're a cheap motor to begin with. So people are more than willing to let them go at an even cheaper rate because the resale value on them is ridiculously low. It's only a few years old, so the design has actually incorporated all the new things like bigger cavitation plates, all the little things about it, like the way that it trims up and down. And also on the tiller, it's actually got a tiller throttle, where the other one has it, you have to actually use 2 hands and muck around with it. So there's a lot going for it, because that means I can use the tiller extension, and on a boat this size, it ticks all the boxes, because I need to get up the front and use a tiller extension, because otherwise I won't be able to control the throttle as well as steer the boat and get on the plane. So that's a big rant, but that's why this boat is ticking all the boxes, and that's why this motor ticked all the boxes. And like I said, because it's so cheap, even if this motor doesn't do as good a job long term, it kind of doesn't matter. But I have every intention of trying to make it last as long as possible, obviously, and taking care of it. But at that price, I couldn't go wrong. Plus, it only weighs 15 kilos. So the boat on its own is 25 kilos, I think. But with the motor, that's an extra 15 kilos. So we're so low in weight that we should be able to hoist it up, no problems on the davits at the back. We should have no problems whatsoever. And we've just got a great little boat that's pretty zippy. Like, what do we get up to? Like, almost, well, it's arguably 10 knots, but yeah, that's all right. Yeah, no, you guys just do what you do. Yeah, so the boat's ticking all of those boxes. The motor's pretty decent for when one person's in it. When the family's in it, it's really just about putting to the island or putting to shore or a marina or something. So that's not really that big a deal if it doesn't go that fast, but it still pushes it along. I did notice there's no point in winding it out, like, to go fast with all it when it's fully loaded. It's just, you just putt along because you're just burning fuel and you're not really going any faster. But when it's just one person in it and you find that sweet spot in the sitting position, I think I'll just use the air ski and just ditch the seat unless I'm carrying people around, because that was actually quite comfortable. And then I've got the ability to move back and forward, which is so important in little boats like this. And then we're going to attach the maybe we'll just use this center port here, and then there's little D-rings here, and we'll jimmy up a hoist at the back of Misty and we'll sort that out. We'll have to put some maybe little rail glazer ports at the back here, like I've got on the other boat. That way I can have the boom out the back, and then get maybe some rod holders on it as well, because we'll definitely be fishing off this. So the aim is, once we get to the islands, is to fish off this just as I would normally on the bigger boat. All right, I guess we're ready to go. Yeah, I guess we should probably head back, get you guys to school.